Okay guys, I wanted to do a quick video here on these Brinks, the 4-digit dial combination padlocks here. And I would think this would apply to, a master lock or any kind of lock with these kind of dials on them here. This particular one, currently the combination looks like it's what, 9526. How you reset this one particular here is you open the shackle, turn it all the way over, push it down, and then we give the numbers a scramble. And okay, let's just take my word for it. I'm not looking at these numbers. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Okay, so now we're gonna pull that up, go over, still not looking. Take my word for it, not looking. Okay, I'm looking back here. So now we're gonna set it to, you wanna start on an even number. So they're all lined up with the line here. Now I've seen a lot of videos where people, decode these, and it's pretty common knowledge. You just put tension on the shackle here, and you're gonna turn the dials and feel for differences in the tension, differences in basically the feelings of the wheels. But a lot of things make it seem simpler than it is. A lot of videos I've seen make it seem simpler than it is. It really is that simple, but it does take a little bit of finesse, and I'm gonna show you right now. Now just take my word for it. I don't know what the combination is, so we're just gonna go for it. So what you want to do is you want to pull on the shackle here, put some tension on there, and you're just gonna turn each wheel and feel for differences in the tension. So this one's locking up tight. This one's got some movement on it. This one's got some movement. So we're just gonna, some people will rotate, all of them and, see if the difference, some people will do it one at a time and see if they feel different. I feel like a combination kind of works best. I'll explain as I'm going along, but okay, these are both locked up. So I'm gonna turn both of these. The top two had a little bit of movement, so I'm gonna leave those. These are still both locked up, a little bit of movement. So I'm gonna, leave the top two alone, bottom two again, move them. You wanna make sure they're lined up, when you put the tension on, and you wanna release a little bit of tension when you rotate them also. So once again, these are both locked up tight. These are moving, these are locked up tight. So release tension, do that again. Locked up tight, same deal. Now you will feel the wheels, you feel the difference in tension, but you'll also feel the shackle. It'll move a little bit. When you get into like one of the gates on these, you will be able to feel that, in this hand as well as, in the fingers when you're rotating these. So you can kind of feel it in both hands depending on, what clicks in, where. Once again, these are still tight. These are moving, so we're gonna do these. Still tight. These are moving, so we're gonna stick to the bottom. Move them again. Now we got some movement here. Okay, so this one's tight. We have movement here. We're gonna leave that. Move this one. We're gonna look for movement on this one where it's not. See, these are all locked in pretty tight. If I pull on the shackle and I try to move it, it's not giving me much anything. This one's moving a little bit. See, this one doesn't want to move. This one is moving a little bit, so we're gonna stick with this guy. This is free, so we're not gonna worry about this guy. This is pretty free too. I somewhat like that one. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Sometimes you go past it and you just gotta feel for it. See, with the shackle though, I feel like that's something. The shackle kind of moved and I'm getting some movement. I think that's something. This one's locking up now. That could be something. See, this one, I don't know why that's moving so much every time. See, that's locking up tighter. That's still pretty loose. That's even looser. Yeah, you want it to be loose. Tight is bad. You want it to be loose. This is tight again. And just like picking a lock, sometimes you'll rotate different ones, it seems like, and the other ones will tighten, loosen. That seems pretty loose. That's still... And see, this is how it is as a noob, if you will. You know, you want it to go quick, and a lot of times it just doesn't. See, I'm feeling the shackle move a little bit. Sometimes you can't get it on certain wheels, you know. It'll feel like... See, a lot of these feel similar. What I try to do is... There's usually one... Like that, I can kind of feel a shackle move on that. I think that's something. That seems like it's something. That seems like it's something. I don't know why. I've never had this much trouble with this. Let me put more tension on the shackle. Okay, that's not... One thing I will say is that you can never have enough tension on the shackle. The more tension, the merrier. And with this small of a shackle, you know, this small of a lock, it does start to hurt your fingers when you're cranking on it. This is going on 7 minutes now, so yeah, pulling on it pretty good does start to, after a while, kind of hurt your fingers. That feels like something. That feels like it's locked again. That could be something. Yeah, I think I just haven't been putting enough tension on the shackle. It needs a lot of tension on the shackle. See, I clicked. That was something right there. I don't know if you heard that. Rewind the video and just watch it, because that was a good click. And that was, I think, you know, the shackle and the dial kind of working together to make that. So we're going to put a bunch of tension on the shackle here. This one's binding right here. I think this one's going to open it when I get to the right number. I think this is going to do it. Maybe not. I'm close. That's it. This last one, this is going to be it. I can feel it. You can kind of feel the shackle move just a fraction of a millimeter forward every time it gets into a gate. Maybe not. See, this is not as easy as I make it look. It's doable. Almost kind of wondering at this point, since I really wasn't looking when I scrambled the numbers, did I scramble them to where they were like off center or something? Because it like, literally has never taken me this long to open this. We're going up on 10 minutes here, guys. And this is something different here. I know it looks like I'm just moving this wheel around. I probably am, but I'm trying to feel for the different... I'm gonna check the other ones. This feels like it. There, I clicked it. Oh, I heard something there. Now this one's not in there. it's so weird because as you go through, you know, it's like picking a lock to where you feel like you have some set and they're where they should be, and then you do another dial and that feels like it needs to be turned, and when you get it to where it needs to be, like the other ones feel different. See, that feels like it's right. That's right. This right. Okay. Now we're down to a lot because you can see how much that's moving, and that's moving, and that's moving. I got some pretty significant tension on the shackle here. And this one is going to be the open when I get this to the right number. I'm telling you. There it is. There it is. Okay, and then, oh, I wasn't even looking at the right side, so it goes by this, so it's 3, 4, 4, 7. And that took me, this is 11 minutes right here, guys. And so that is, I would consider myself a noob. I've been doing this for, you know, these kind of locks, maybe a few weeks. So, I mean, to brute force, you know, 10,000 combinations, or 9,999, it would probably take you longer than 11 minutes, but, you know, definitely taking longer than 11 minutes. It's not as easy as they make it look, but it's doable. So with anything, you know, practice makes perfect. And to be honest with you, that's the longest it's ever taken me. So that's, as a noob, worst case scenario. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and like for some more videos. Have a good day. Appreciate it.